reacted in the market. The reaction has to come with a big splash. It's Man United.
Can I be real? There's a couple of things I just want to quick rebuttals. The thing is that, Tony, that I think Northside and Yasser is saying is that if Arsenal was serious about wanting to go for the title and finally getting it over the line, then they need to show more intent. Zubimendi is not enough to win the Premier League for Arsenal. Even the
Deji, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? It's a matador with Spain. It's a matador with Spain. He's a world-class player. What are you talking about?
Do you think Zubimendi is the missing piece to the Arsenal jigsaw? Is that what you think?
No, but if he comes in, he helps our team. He helps our team. And we already have a Jorginho who is leaving the football club. See, Deji, you have no idea what you're talking about. And you know what, yeah, Deji Sports, you've been moving crazy since you've won the Europa League. I mean, I've been hearing you. You've been so boisterous and so, you know, I mean, you've been walking with a chip on your shoulder since you've won the Europa League. And see, Deji, let me bring you back down to earth, yeah, Deji Sports. You are not European champion. Let's get that correctly. Yeah, because I've heard you using that word, I'm European champion. You are not in this space. You are not. Read my lips, Deji Sports. You are not European champions. Don't get it twisted. You won the Europa Cup. You are not in any way European champions. Let's just get that. I just wanted to get that out of the way because who made you a judge over us? Because you won the Europa League, then you come in here with a chip on your shoulder, bro. Leave that stuff, bro. I'm telling Zubimendi is a world-class player. Give me reasons why he's in the world-class player. I'm not taking that from you.
Let me just so hold that for a moment. Also, my club is playing PSG for a title in the next couple of months. Yeah, hold that. Yeah, we'll see. You know, hold that. My club is playing PSG in the full state.
Can you exit that cup? Can you exit that game just like you exited the Conference League that you were talking about?
What it is, nobody can bring down my shine when I'm in the big time. Hold that, and hold that. And the last thing is this. Tony Claude, Anthony, I'm going to call him this evening, is one of the most shameless podcasters, content creators, supposedly, out there. And the reason why I say supposedly is because this guy called Piccadilly what institution, bro? That institution fell down with London Bridge. They are rubbish. That's why they have to pay over the odds for these type of players. Where if Man United was the Man United of old, they would be going in for Desiree Doué. They will be bringing in a Lamine Yamal. They'll be bringing an Almo. Do you understand what I'm saying? They can't bring in that level of player.
Then you just have to say you don't rate them. And they just got him without talking trash in the transfer window. Bro, just after the season where they're 15th in the league.
If you bought Mbeumo, where would he play?
Bro, Mbeumo walks into your team. Straight. Mbeumo walks into your team. So what are you hollering?
Where would he play for you, though?
No, Mbeumo walks into your team. He walks into your team, doesn't he?
Answer the question.
No, I'm not having it. Yes or no? Does Mbeumo walk into your team? How can you call Mbeumo dusty? It's not dusty, bro.
He never said that. He said, where would he play in your team?
I said, where does he play in your team?
Bro, I asked the question first. Does he get straight into your team?
Oh my days, bro.
Does Mbeumo get into your team?
I was gonna ask you that question. So where
Deji, yes or no? Does he walk straight into your team?
He got BJ Johnson. Don't worry about him.
Where do you yes.
He gets in my team as well.
Tony, now you answer. He said yes. He gets into the Spurs team. Now,
I'll answer the question.
If we were
then what are you talking about? How is he a clown?
Tony,
why can't Man United afford to put such amount of money on his head?
Tony, answer the question. Did you answer the question? Where does he get into Arsenal's team if we brought him to Arsenal? Please answer the question.
Bro, I mean, we've seen what happened with injuries bro, didn't you see what happened with injuries in our team? Bro, why is that laughable? Why is that laughable? Didn't you see what happened with injuries in our team?
Injury.
We can make use of him.
Asking your question. Where does he get into Arsenal's team? Forget injuries. Everybody's fit.
Position. Left wing, right wing, bench.
Bro, he could play anywhere. I know, but bro, see, man. See, yes, sir, you need to learn something. When Deji Sports, I've had shows with him. When he asks questions, don't answer it. Bro, I'm telling you how to face this guy. I mean, he wins all the time. When he asks you direct questions, don't answer him. It's a tactic. Are you telling me I don't know where Mbeumo plays? I know. I never answer Deji straightforward. I know him. I have shows with this brother.
I know.
You don't answer his questions straight ahead. You have to go between the cracks, hide under the gutters to get your answer out with this guy. Yeah, you have to hide under the gutters. You know, hide under the caves. You don't answer Deji Sports directly. That's why he clowns all these people. He can't clown me. He knows.
Okay.
You know,
would you play him left wing, right wing? Where would you play him? Would you start ahead of Martinelli?
Bro, we've just seen Bukayo Saka have probably maybe his worst season at Arsenal due to injury. This guy can actually come in, and again, I'm not sure the kind of Bukayo Saka I'm getting next season. Let's don't get that twisted. I don't know the kind of Bukayo Saka I'm getting next season.
Okay. So are you?
This guy could literally come in and help us out. It doesn't matter whether he walks straight into my team. He could just come in there and help out anywhere. He could play in that number 10 slot.
Okay.
Bro, he's better than Odegaard. He can actually slot into that number 10. You could play him on the right. He could help out if Bukayo Saka is injured. Bro, in some cases I've heard he also plays on the left too. You can play him anywhere. And he uses both feet. Mbeumo uses both feet.
I'll play him as backup for Saka, or I'll play him ahead of Odegaard. That's it. You made it a big deal, bro. It's not that deep. Just say that's where I would play him, bro.
No, I know, but like I told you, you don't answer Deji Sports directly. You have to go through the cracks and through the gutters to be able to answer this brother. If not, he's gonna steamroll you. I mean, he comes down here, he steamrolls you guys. I mean, he does it for fun. But bro, not me. I'm a different brother, man. He knows. You don't answer this brother directly, man. You have to go through the cracks, through the corners.
Okay, now I got a question.
He keeps saying going through the cracks, you know.
He keeps saying I have to go through the cracks, bro. I don't get it. But okay, what do you
thing is a whole different thing. I want Gyökeres in my team, but right now you can see they're haggling right now with this guy. They don't want to get him in. They're having concerns about him. So if you get to Sesko, that Sesko issue, I don't think he's a bad striker. To be very sincere with you. I don't think he's a bad striker. I just think he needs the structure around him. Fast-paced wingers, we don't have that apart from Bukayo Saka. I mean, wingers that can be able to probe, wingers that can be able to feed him. I mean, just feed him those crosses, feed him those passes. And he will get you those goals. It's only his goal ratio that is his bigger problem. It's a project player, don't get that wrong. But under the right manager, of which I don't trust Mikel Arteta to be that manager to bring out the best in him. If we have maybe an Ancelotti, he brings out the best in this guy. Because I think he's one of the most complete strikers that I've seen in a long time, apart from his goal ratio. And he's young. He's a young player. He's raw. He has all the old raw attributes. I mean, he chases the ball. He chases the ball like a duck. Have you seen this guy press? This guy has one of the best first touch I've seen in world football, sincerely, in the past 10 seasons. Facts. One of the amazing first touches. He presses hard. He helps in the build-up. He does everything around that number 9 area, number 10 area. He helps out. He builds it. He's versatile. He does every other thing. It's just his goal ratio that is missing. I'm talking of Sesko. It's only, and see, brother, let's don't act as if Isaac, when he came or when he was playing in Real Sociedad, let's don't pretend as if, he didn't have the numbers. Did he have the numbers? But right now, he's in Newcastle now. When he got that transfer to Newcastle, we want to go give Newcastle 200 Gs to go get him out.
But why did he
Wouldn't you confidently pay 200 Gs to go get Isaac now? What was his numbers in Real Sociedad? He didn't score more than 17 goals in a season.
But why don't you just get
So don't laugh that out. A striker who has 13 goals can actually come down to the Premiership and score 31 goals, and you would go put 200 G's on him. And again, he fits the system. I doubt if Gyökeres might fit the way our manager played. So I mean, it's crazy, man. It's crazy because Mikel Arteta, I don't trust him. I don't trust him to even use Gyökeres. I even think he would sabotage Gyökeres if he comes in.
You gotta do the airport thing, the airline thing. Stop. You don't stop, bro.
No, he's gonna sabotage it. No, I'm sincere with you. He doesn't want Gyökeres. He's gonna sabotage him. You can laugh at that all true, but look at what he did to Tierney. He sabotaged that guy's career. That's the one left back that can throw crosses. Instead, he dumps him. He keeps him out.
You don't mind a Sesko because he's got a first touch, but the only issue is his goal ratio.
I had the same with
Bro, I said, now listen, Deji, because I mean, Deji Spores, I mean, lately you've been dancing, yeah, like Barbara Streisand, yeah? Maybe not like Kylie Minogue these days, yeah? Barbara Streisand, that's how you dance like. Bro, I'm telling you that the guy had, see, I mentioned a whole lot of things that this guy has. He's strong, he has, I mean, positional awareness, he's there. He has one of the best first touch I've seen in football in the last 7 seasons. Bro. Take it to the bank.
The best touch
bro,
you've seen in football.
he scores headers. He scores headers. He scores headers. He has physical presence. Bro, I don't have a fight. I don't have a fight with Sesko. Is he the one I want? No. Do I have a fight with him? No. The person I have a fight with is with Berta and Mikel Arteta and the board for thinking that a 22-year-old, now 23 actually, would actually come down here and help us out. It's their fault. I don't have to blame Sesko for that. That's it's an Arsenal problem, not a Sesko problem. So I can actually say Mikel Arteta, Berta are the ones to blame for thinking that Sesko might be the one to come and bail us out. You know, I don't are the ones to blame for thinking that Sesko might be the one to come and bail us out. You know, I don't have to demonize Sesko, a 22-year-old, or I mean, he's now 23. I don't have to demonize a 23-year-old because people don't like him, or because Arsenal don't want to do their jobs.